Okay, so I'm back. I'm kind of afraid because in my last video, this thing came off and I hurt myself. But let's just be extremely careful. Because of the setup, I will bring the plants to you. Because of the setup, I kind of like filming in the living room. I think it's because I can just put the light. I've been doing it on my phone. That's why it's not the good quality. I did purchase a camera, but it's just such a pain, and it's hard for me to do the editing online because I need to educate myself on that a little bit more. So maybe when I'm having a more of a studio place to work on at the other house, I'll be able to do that. But when you open it, this is what you see with Gardinos. This is what you will always see. And it does get messy in that sense because they do use the popcorn all the time. But let me see if I can minimize the mess. Let me bring it higher. Okay, so I'm gonna open the first one. Oh my gosh. There's a little bit of soil spillage, but who cares? Let me just bring the plant up. There's tendrils growing out of it. Oh, this is... So this is Hoya Vertisolata Spa Burma. And this is how it looks. I can't remember the price I paid. I will add it to the screen. Let me open it and remove all this stuff. So they tape it and they try to minimize the spillage. So when I saw this one, I noticed that the leaves have a nice marking as they are getting older. With this ones, you can't really see it much, and I'll show you in a bit. Let me get this out. Oh my gosh. It's a little moist. I think because they just did a 2-day shipping, which I'm not complaining about. I love when I know when my plants are gonna arrive. I had to cancel 2 orders. One was an import with My Home Nature and the other one was Logi's. My Home Nature was going on 3 months, especially since they deliver sadly to the wrong address by accident. And then Logi's, they're so amazing at their prices and the size of their plants for the price that they're so behind that it had been almost 3 months since I ordered, and I was like, you know what, just cancel my order because I'm getting ready to move and I can always go back because they always have the plants that I want in stock. But this is what it looks like. And from the looks of it, it's 2 plants, 2 rooted cuttings. And this particular one, just both of them have nice new growth. I hope you can see, but it's gorgeous. And those leaves, I just think they're so beautiful. And they're hard and succulent like. And you can see that the mix, There's one thing that I love about them too. The mix is quite chunky. And it has a lot of slow release fertilizer, if you can see. And then that leaf, I'm not sure what that is. I'm gonna spray them just in case, but that's the only one that is, oh no, they're all showing some sort of marking like that. But I love it. What do you guys think of Miss Vertisolata Burma? Burma. Okay, so that's number 1. I'm surprised I haven't made that much of a mess. So I think this is the box that's gonna have 2 plants, and the other one's gonna have 4. This one's cute. Let me see. It has tiny leaves. So this one, let me take all the tape out. So far, by the way. This one is Hoya Australis. Oh my gosh, this is the longest name in the universe, so here it is. She is a cutie. These are tiny, tiny, tiny leaves. So to me, Australis is kind of like, they have so many species of Australis that are so beautiful and easy growing. So when I saw this one, of course, I wanted it. I'm trying to be so careful. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. And it has so many growth points. I love when people are so generous with their plants. Especially since most growers get it at, you know, a fraction of the price. Oh, this one has 3 in 1. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. And this one has a growth point. This one has a growth point. And this one's growing too. They're beautiful. Oh my gosh. I'm in love. I love large prehistoric leaves. But believe me, if they're small and cute, I'm not complaining. This is so beautiful. Okay. So I'm pretty sure this box is done. So let's go to the next one. I know that altogether was probably close to $300. And that's our little secret. I don't know why I do that. I like make my own money, pay my own bills. But it always, like, people shame you, plant shame you, price shame you. And shame on you, whoever does that. Because honestly, I should not feel bad when I purchase something that makes me happy, that I work hard for. But anyhow, not that kind of video. Let me just... Okay. I'm gonna get them out, or at least standing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's just do one at a time because this is gonna be messy. So this is the one that it's not a Hoya. I feel like my throat is so dry. Excuse me. Water. I used to be addicted to Diet Coke. But I stopped drinking Diet Coke, I believe 2 years ago. I decided that it wasn't good for my health. So yeah, So this is Miss Disciplia, Watermelon Disciplia. And this is the one that I already have. So the reason why I ended up getting this one, it's because to me, for what it is, it's a little pricey. When I ordered 3 cuttings off of Etsy, and only 2 made it. And it was cuttings of 2 little leaves each. And I actually featured the cuttings. I'm not sure if it was in my terrarium tour or just in my Instagram stories, but I ended up bringing it because the very last cutting made it. And out of 2 leaves, I want to show you the progress. I do keep it extremely moist all the time in a little terrarium. And I think once I show you, you'll remember exactly what I'm talking about. But let me get all this tape out. Oh my gosh. This is nice. Okay. So the soil on this one, it's not chunky. And it's actually pretty moist. So look how beautiful. So let me show you, because I brought my other Disciplia to show you how I have it. So I have my little Disciplia here that I ended up getting from the 2-leaf cutting. And it's doing well. So I keep it in this terracotta planter. I water it once a week. And here and there, some of the leaves do yellow and come off. I think I have lost 3 leaves, but it's making it. And I feel like with this one, in comparison to that one, I don't know. Do you think they're pretty similar? What do you think? I hope this is showing well, because I am trying my best with the horrible lighting that I have, which is something that I'm gonna look forward to in the other house. But on this 2, I can see that this particular one has darker leaves than this one. This one, it's lighter. What do you think? Do you agree with me? So anyhow, my plan was to see how this one's arrived and acclimated and just combine them, because honestly, even though this does look beautiful the way that I have it, I just put a saucer backwards and then a little IKEA I forgot the name, cover, and that's how I have it in my IKEA cabinet. And because it's in the terracotta pot, it doesn't remain moist all the time. It does dry out every week. But anyhow, I look at other people that have watermelon discidias, and they're like so beautiful, and like I want a full pot, but at this point it's like they're just not affordable. But that's it. That's my 3rd plant. I hope you like it. Let's see. So I put the little planter stand there, and it's serving as a trash can right now. Okay. Going on my 4th plant. So far I'm really happy. They all look so good. They're in Florida. Took 2 days. So anything that it's 2-day shipping is gonna be good anyway. Other times it has taken longer because they ship regular mail. I think they give you the option to do regular mail or not during the winter, and depending where you are, they may not even ship to you for the safety of the plants, which I think that's pretty thoughtful. Okay. Okay. So I love when leaves are like a light green. I find it so attractive. And this looks just like that. So this particular one is Hoya. And it has a peduncle, but it yellowed. So so this is I can't say it. So that's the Hoya that this is. It's freaking gorgeous. It has a peduncle right here, but it ended up yellowing, so that I'm gonna lose that peduncle, which is a bummer. But if it's that small and it's already given peduncles, it's gonna be almost like my serpents. My serpents has, it's small, and my serpents has at least six peduncles. So I love seeing that, because as of right now, even though I have like, I think I have 120 Hoyas right now, or something around those lines. So even though I have so many, I only have one flower on me. They all, a lot of them give me peduncles, but they don't flower. So, and I don't understand why, because my house during the winter did not suffer. My house during the winter stayed in the 60s. Many times I didn't even have to add a humidifier, and I would only add the humidifier during the winter if I wanted to get it to 80 or 90 degrees. So this one, it's not also in a chunky mix. So I will be changing this soil. I'm going to give it about a week and change it, because I'm not sure what they have. But at least it tells me, oh my gosh, look at this wonky leaf. Oh, I love when they're wonky. Look at this. It looks like a, I don't know, like a fish fin, kind of. Isn't that weird? So this one seems to have two, it used to be two rooted cuttings. I have new growth right here. Oh my gosh, I love it. And look at those leaves. Do you see the markings? I know this is not gonna show. I know this is, with this lighting, it's not gonna show. It's not gonna give it justice at how beautiful this is in person. This is beautiful. And that peduncle, it's at least, it's like at least 3 inches long, which I think that's pretty cool. But when it comes to the serpents, I noticed that it has like mini peduncles, long ones. So it's interesting. So yeah, so that one's the Rosaria. I have no clue. But this is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, plant number 4. Okay, we have 2 more. I really don't like this. I use them. If I had to pack something, I use them, but I don't like them because they're messy. I only like them if it's in someone else's house. And I'm sure you'll feel the same way. Okay. Okay, so I am suffering with some plants with aphids. And just a side note and a side lesson, even though it's a pain and a nightmare to have aphids, it's actually also a good sign, because aphids come to your home when there's something wrong. And usually, most times than not, it's over when you over fertilize. So when it came to my plants, it was letting me know which ones I was over fertilizing. And coincidentally enough, it was my plants in leca. So when I see this one, usually when you see aphids, you see them in the brand new leaves. And, you know, it becomes, the leaves usually become deformed, or if they don't make it, they get spotted, they come off the plant. So it was a good learning experience. I rinse my plants now every other day, the ones that do have the aphids issue. When the new leaves are coming, I look, I kill them, I wash them, and I've been only watering those plants with simply water because they have been over fertilized. As I keep just watering them with water, I see less and less aphids, and I'm almost certain that I may have only one plant left out of probably 8 to 10 that were suffering from it. So when I look at this plant and I see that right away there's a brand new leaf, I tend to go right away to make sure that there's no aphids, because they tackle the new leaves, and the first top 3 are new. So there is some white on it, and I'm not sure if it's aphids or not, but I don't think so. But they do have some like white stuff. But in situations like this, when I do get, do you see them right there? It's not aphids, and if they were, they're dead. But this particular one, underneath of the leaf, also there's something going on, and I know it's gonna be very, very hard to focus, but this particular one, well, all of them are gonna be set aside. They're gonna be quarantined, and I'm gonna make sure that the new leaves, as they're growing, that they don't have anything that it's gonna spread around my home, because this one may have aphids, but I can't say for certain, because usually aphids, I don't think it's aphids. I don't think it is. It might be. It might be, because I just they're slightly sticky, and usually when you kill them, it does become sticky. So I'll be right back. This is Hoya, by the way, Lemingtoni. So this is Hoya Lemingtoni. It's a beautiful Hoya. I love the leaves and I love the growth, but I'm gonna go ahead and pause very quickly because I'm gonna go spray the plant and make sure that I rinse it really well. And honestly, when I see things like this, it doesn't scare me or bother me, because it's just, at this point, when you have so many plants and you deal with pests on a regular basis, you just do what you can. Pest is going to be a part of your life if you decide to be a plant parent. It's just what it is. When it comes to fungus gnats, though, I had an infestation once or twice in the beginning of my plant journey, but not anymore. And I'm gonna do a video in how I deal with that so that you guys can see. And again, this is the beautiful Hoya, Hoya Lemingtoni. I don't know. But this one actually has 3 plants in one. This is gonna be a good full plant. I'm loving it. Okay. So yeah, let me go rinse it so that I feel more comfortable, and then spray it and rinse it, and then I'll come back as it's drying. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. It has been spread, and I've been collecting so much rainwater. I have a distiller, but when it rains, I think I have about 10 gallons and 2 big containers that I save, so that when the rain comes, my plants can get water with rain. So the last 2 weeks, all my plants have been getting rainwater, and when it rains, I also put them outside to get a good shower, and they love it. It's like, I know they're happy in their environment because they're growing so nicely. And so far, they do well with the lighting that I provide to them, which is mostly grow lights. But they, I think they know I care a lot, so they're growing nicely. So this is the last plant, and they have their care instructions, and let's if you're Hispanic, you know exactly what I said, and you know why I said it. I'm not repeating it, but there's usually it's like a damn it, but it's not a damn it. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. So this is Hoya Quintiana. Mini Quintiana. Hoya Spot Mini Quintiana. And this is how it looks. Look at that one with sun stress. Isn't that cute? That one's gonna go to my full spectrum light. Oh, this little leaf, the tip broke. This is cute. Because it's like a short leaf. So, let me go ahead and... let me open it. I'm so excited. I needed this. I really did. Aside from the fact that I wasn't feeling well today, I still really don't. I'm afraid to eat, put it that way. I also had, I was doing some cleaning in the kitchen, and all of a sudden my floor was flooded, and I'm like, what the hell? So I thought that I had been careless and that I had made a mess, and when I went to clean it, I realized that it was still going. The pipe under my sink broke, so I had to call Phil and say, hey. And Phil's busy. Like, he has a lot of people that he supervises and manages, and it's hard to call him and say, hey, would you please? But I sent him a photo, and I said, baby, like, something's wrong, the pipe broke, can you please come rescue me? There's a flood in the kitchen. And so he dropped everything and came home to see what needed to be done, and then go to Home Depot and get the stuff, because he's super handy. Like, he can do and build anything. Like, I love that about him. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. So this one, they placed 4. Let me see, am I right? 1, 2, 3, 4. No way. 5 of them to make it look like that. This is gonna be so flipping cute and full. Like, that's generous. And that's the one thing that I love about them. It's like they don't charge you $400 for a cutting. It's rooted cuttings, and yes, they have to make money, but they put multiple. So most of them have 2, in their little planter. This one has 2 as well. Yeah, this one has 2. This one has 3. This one has 2. This one has 5. And this one has too many to count. Let me see. Maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this one has 4 or 5. So yeah, so that's it. Let me see. Yeah, all 6 plants. So we have my Disciplia ovavata, or watermelon Disciplia, which I like. If you watch, for example, I can't think of the name right now, but any YouTuber that has this as a full plant, I had to contain myself not to drool, put it that way, because I love it. I love the plant. And then we have Miss Lemingtoni. Oh my gosh. Now it looks almost like the Polyneura. Look at that. Look at the shape of those leaves. Isn't that amazing? Like that's why it was striking to me that it has that little like sideways shape. I don't know. I just flipping loved it. And I think it's going to be a beautiful part of my collection. When it comes to this one, that striking color, because you can tell the difference side by side with this beautiful light, very light color. Oh, I just love that. And this one's so beautiful and dark with that shape. And then we have Mini Quintiana, which has the little sun stress. It has 2 leaves with sun stress. It's just the one is down here. And look how beautiful. I just think it's a beautiful little plant haul. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. So at this point, I know I've been rambling a lot. But I would love to know your thoughts in this unboxing, and if you have any of these plants. I know that I'm going to let them acclimate for about a week or 2, and then more than likely I will be changing them to more terracotta planters and the soil that I'm familiar with. And that's going to be it for now. Phil and Pinduli. But anyway, thank you so much for, spending time with me. Baby, come here. Come here. Come here. Baby, come here. Come here, have a seat. So, say hi, babe.
Hi.
So, hi and bye. Okay, never mind that. So, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought about my new plant babies, and which one was your favorite.